Oregon State's freshman point guard Donovan Hunter has ascended through Beaver Nation quickly, part of a redemption story years in the making. Dominating, or as they say, Dono-Nating her way into the starting lineup after just one game.
How has college life been since you've joined the Beavers in Corvallis?
It's good. It's what I expected, if anything better than I expected. I love my team. They're amazing. I love my coaches.
And her coaches say they love her. In fact, her head coach, Scott Ruick, was impressed by Hunter when she was garnering national attention as a middle schooler in Medford.
Well, it was more what I heard. I mean, so many people watched her play, and as the head coach, you don't always get to get out and see the younger kids. I'm following our top targets that are close to a decision, and then it was just this massive amount of information. Are you recruiting Donovan Hunter? Have you seen her? So many people excited about this kid.
At just 13 years old, Hunter had D1 written all over her. A sticky dribble, a dominating instinct. A level of play so advanced, she wasn't allowed to go full force at her own school.
I know that it's like the school rule of like you gotta limit yourself, I guess. I don't know, but I just don't like that I put that much time into practicing, and then when I get into a game to play with friends, like I just can't show what I can truly do.
This whole time going off of what I'd heard and also hearing what an incredible person she was. And so that was the beginning for me. It was like, is she a myth? Is she real? And then the injuries happen, and she disappears because she couldn't play.
At 14 years old, Donovan Hunter's basketball journey took a sharp turn. A torn ACL and meniscus in her right knee. Her freshman season of high school turned into a year of physical therapy. And just when she was ready to return for her sophomore year, it grew darker.
Played for 3 months, hurt it again in the summer, full tear my meniscus root this time. So 2 surgeries in before my junior year of high school. So that was tough.
What were the emotions like as a kid going through that?
It was tough. You go through, do I want to play the sport? Do I want to do something else? You're like forced to think of a plan outside of basketball, but I had a great support system with my family. They helped me see the positives, not sink into a negative mindset. I actually learned a different perspective on the bench, being able to see and hear my coaches more. And for my position, if anything, that helped me. So there was a lot of positives that came out of a negative that was in that situation. And then junior year came.
And the state of Oregon suddenly found out she wasn't a myth. In her junior season, Hunter was the only unanimous 6A all-tournament selection and named the Max Preps Oregon Player of the Year. On May 5th, 2022, she chose her college path.
Thoughts of prayer. I'm grateful to announce that I am entering Beaver Nation. Having a family away from my own family was like a huge thing for me, and Scott does a great job with the culture here, and all the girls are like a second family to me, so.
Hunter's first game in Corvallis was the only one she came off the bench for, leading the team in points, reminding Coach Ruick and the Beavs she certainly isn't a myth.
She operates with a gratitude, that probably came from, in many ways anyway, came from handling so much kind of devastation and in a way trauma, when you're that age and you have something you love taken away from you.
She just brings such a calming element to this team, and she's, I think, by far our most consistent player, body language-wise, attitude-wise. We know what we're getting from Donovan every day.
And if there are any other little athletes going through hard times in Oregon, or anywhere.
I mean, if I could tell my younger self that you're going to be in this position, I don't know if I would have believed myself. So really having the faith, staying positive, positivity outreaches any other thought that can come in your head. So for any little girl, I would just say push through every single day, and something good will genuinely happen.
Reporting in Corvallis, Cameron Derby, KEZI 9 Sports.